I'm Keith.
And I'm Georgia.
And we're living a dream. All right, so we left our campground in Carnation, Washington this morning, and we are headed to Fort Stevens State Park, just over the Columbia River in Oregon. And we will be right along the coast there. We're on 101, which is the Pacific Coast Highway, or PCH. But right now we're headed through the southwestern corner of Washington, which is all forests and beautiful, to get to the coast. And it's a beautiful ride. We're probably going to get into our campground around 2 o'clock, and that's about an hour and a half from now. Huge lumber mill to our right. Those are all stacks of logs that look like popsicle sticks. Look at that. Literally thousands of logs in there. This is the town of Raymond. Okay, so we're stopped over at a little pullout here on 101, and we are still in the state of Washington, and this is the first time I've ever seen the Pacific Ocean. We're kind of close to Bruceport. We're north of Bay Center Junction, south of Bruceport. We went through the town of South Bend, where they have Pacific seafood canning there. I think this is a lot of oyster area, but yeah, so pretty interesting. This is 101, the Pacific Coast Highway, and this is the first time seeing the actual Pacific Ocean. This is a big bay, actually. It's Willapa Bay, and we'll see, if you look out, you can see the ocean. This is actually on a bay. Where we're staying will actually be right on the ocean at Fort Stevens State Park. All right, we're cutting across Highway 401, which is the Lewis and Clark Trail. This is going to take us down to the bridge crossing the Columbia River, and then into Astoria on 101. Clouded up pretty good here, 65 degrees. Okay, we are down to the Columbia River, the mouth of the Columbia, where it meets the Pacific Ocean, and we're going to travel along the north side of the Columbia River for a little bit here, and then cross over on the 101 bridge in about 3.5 miles. All right, we're right near the Lewis and Clark National Park, Dismal Niche Visitor Center. And the bridge we're going to cross the Columbia on is right up here ahead of us, to our left a little.
Continue on US 101 south for 4 miles.
All right, this is the 101 bridge over the Columbia River, and we're heading towards Astoria, and then we're only about 10 miles from there.
Welcome to Oregon.
All right, we're in Oregon. All right, we're almost almost to the other side, and we've got a real good incline to go up here to get elevated. Big freighters on my left, and it looks like some pretty big dock areas and shipyards to my right. So look down, Georgia. We've got about 8 miles to our campground.
Turn right onto US 101 South West Marine Drive, signs for Seaside.
All right, we're coming in on Fort Stevens State Park Campground entrance.
Take the next left onto Peter Iredale Road. Quarter mile, turn left.
Yes. There's a couple laundromats around, so should be good.
Registration and check-in.
Registration, check-in. Okay, we'll go check in. Fort Stevens State Park is a beautiful campground with lots of large spruce and hemlock trees, as well as paved paths for biking all over the state park. Our site was full hookups and was surrounded by huckleberry bushes taller than we were, just full of huckleberries, and Georgia and I picked a bunch. Our first night there, we took the truck down to the beach and enjoyed our first ever sunset on the Pacific Ocean together. The next morning, we had an awesome breakfast with fresh huckleberry pancakes. Afterwards, we took out the electric bikes for a ride. The next day, we took a day trip out to Astoria, Oregon.
Hello.
You guys making all this
Are you
noise?
going to entertain us? Oh,
Take a picture of that. Oh,
closing for you. This one over here. Can you at least look like your friends?
Brr. We had a nice day out, a great time in Astoria, and another beautiful sunset. The next morning, we set out to explore the rest of the park. Fort Stevens was built in 1863 and active until 1947. The fort defends the Oregon side of the Columbia River. In June of 1942, the fort was fired on by a Japanese submarine. They hit only sand, and there was no return fire. Georgia and I really enjoyed Fort Stevens State Park. There's so much to do. The bike trails, the sunsets, the history, all within a bike ride. I hope you'll join us for episode 68 as we visit Sunset Bay State Park near Coos Bay, Oregon.